What's going on, YouTube? Back at like crack at it. It's your boy Reese. You know what I mean? We back with the starting five podcast pick and roll episode. Same gang, same starting five. We got Dezo in the building. We got Mike. We got Vaughn, and we got Jay. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. We ain't gonna waste our time because we got a lot of topics to get into. What we're gonna first start off with, we're gonna start off with, Vaughn and Jay label, bro. Y'all team label. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James and the Lakers. They have been mediocre recently in their last 10. They 5-5 in their last 10. The Lakers controversy between not only JJ Redick and Luca, but it's also been some like trash talk. I guess a little bit of like slight. I don't even know how to call it because DeAndre Ayton for some reason mentioned Clint Capella name. Like, so I just want y'all to get into it. Like, what's going on up in LA? Because they got the talent, they just ain't showing up. They just look mediocre. They don't even look like they can compete with any of the teams that's above 500 some night. So, you know what I mean? What y'all think though, Jay and Vaughn?
Go ahead, Vaughn. I don't even like
I
talking
was
about
gonna let
it.
you go ahead and kick it off, Jay. You go ahead and kick it off, bro.
Man, honestly, the season is everything that like people predicted would happen is happening. Like DeAndre Ayton starts the season off with a new energy, and eventually that fades when he's not getting what he wants. Bron, AR, and Luca clearly don't fit. We had questions about that last season. You know what I mean? And they're being answered again. And Rob just didn't do enough this offseason. So everything that we talked about to start the season and things that will give them issues have been giving them issues. Luke Kennard has been a bright spot, coming in. I think LA is so used to shooters coming in and not holding up that same title. But so that's been good to see from him. But overall, I feel like they're playing how they plan as high as they can. Like their potential is a mid pack, low end playoff team. They beat some teams that they should beat. They lose to teams that they should lose to. So that's just the Lakers right now.
Yeah, and also like Jay kind of spoke on Rob not doing his job to the fullest potential. Your like top star in talent isn't two-way players, and you don't surround them with two-way players. It shows on the like defensive end, and that's why you see us struggling with the Pelicans. You see us struggling with the Suns or any team that's barely cracking 500 because although our scores can score with the best of them, we can't guard like a soul. And DeAndre Ayton not realizing you're on a team with Luca, LeBron James, AR, thinking he's gonna be AD when he like never like shown that. It's just a recipe for disaster, honestly. Like I love the Lakers, but I hate them at the same time because it ruined my man Bron's last like years in terms of competing, and it's just bad hoops to watch at this moment.
Yeah, I want to sincerely apologize to y'all, man, because I was over here defending dominating in the beginning of the season because he was looking solid here and there. He was showing flashes, but I don't like what he said about Clint Capella because, in my opinion, Clint Capella was a top 10 big during his heyday on the Rockets, and it was consistent. It was never going to be a night where you was going to look at Clint Capella and like, damn, he ain't trying tonight. It was every night he was going to give full percent effort. Whether it was a lack of talent as far as like offensive skill or not, he was going to at least show up on the boards and he was going to play hard defense every time. And he was never a liability in any sorts of like situations where it's like, damn, we got a situation where we need our big man to play more dominant or play more of a pick and roll or take a back seat this game, like, and let his playmakers put him in position. Clint Capella never complained about that stuff, so why bring his name up? To me, that's lame as hell. I hate a nigga that's trying to cherry pick another person's career and act like they better than the next man when really you not better than him all time. So that's all I had to say about the Lakers. I just wanted to get on dominating ass for making me look goofy as hell because I
Hey,
I
stop
was I
calling
was
him that, bro.
my bad,
Thank
yeah.
you, Mike.
Hey
Thank you, Mike.
man. Dominating. That's what it is. No, but yeah, like you said though, Vaughn, they do struggle with a lot of the five, like any team that's above 500, it just seems like they just cannot figure it out against those teams. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, I don't like watching them boys, so I don't even be paying attention to half of their games anytime they playing like bums. And those be the games they win. So when I tune in, I'm usually watching them lose against top contenders. So that's tough. But I'm gonna go ahead and
Is
let
that who?
Dez, you know what I'm saying, let y'all finish off what y'all got to say about them. But I'm done with the Lakers for real. I just
Yeah.
want Brown. I want Brown to be able to find his peace at the end of his career. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about the Lakers. They're kind of playing how I expected them to play. A few bright spots though is I like what I be seeing from Marcus Smart. You know, he always bring the energy every night. And then of course the play from AR. I mean, I know he's still finding his groove from getting back from that injury, but overall this is probably like his best statistical season. So it's good to see that from AR this year. But like y'all spoke on, man, when it comes to like teams that are contending teams or like the above 500 teams, the Lakers just don't perform versus those teams. So like they take care of business in the games they're supposed to, and that's just like I feel like solely off the talent alone. But that's not what's gonna just win you a championship of just having like the talent of Luca, LeBron, AR. You know what I'm saying? You need like everybody to buy in. And DeAndre Ayton is just one of those centers that he's never probably going to buy into like the role that he needs to play for the Lakers to kind of take it to the next level. So um, I don't really see them getting no better. I know they kind of like I think like a lower playoff team right now, and they could easily like jump up because I think they're only a couple games behind certain teams. But I don't know. I just feel like as this push go on for the end of the season, they're gonna kind of stay around like the 5-6 range. So.
Mhm. Yeah, they on the 3-win streak right now. I mean, they are the 6th seed, so they would have a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. That mean they would play the Nuggets first round if it ended today. You know how
Ooh.
the Nuggets Lakers history is. Hey, if y'all have to see Jokic again first round, I feel bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. So,
Think
yeah,
about it. Think about what he'd do to Aiden and Jackson
You
Hayes.
feel
Like,
me? What he was doing to AD. Now look
man,
at now picture DeAndre Ayton.
I'm
Come on, man.
yeah,
imagining Jamal Murray cooking the hell out of y'all again. For some reason, he just turned into a Super Saiyan against y'all. I don't know what it is. He see a Lakers jersey on the other end. He like, yeah, I'm gonna go get 50 tonight. Forget it. Like,
Once you give somebody so much confidence, it's hard to take it away from them, honestly.
yeah.
yeah.
Ma, you got anything to say about the Lakers before we move on?
Now y'all hit all the topics. I do like the Marcus Smart topic. The how the way he kind of is the glue guy
Mm,
in the situation. So it's like people not really expecting too much from him. And when he do his part, you feel me, it kind of shows. Like it flips the momentum sometimes in games.
yeah.
Stuff like
You,
that. He kind of really doing his part. It's like everybody else around. DeAndre Ayton, I ain't really got to say too much on him, bro. I ain't never been no fan of bro. I ain't gonna lie, never. So
Man.
it's just because it's the same problem. Like Jay said, it's the same problem we seen on the Suns. Like he was a big reason, but everybody blaming on he was young. It's the same thing, bro. If your mindset is I need the ball and you not a ball, if you not a scorer, bro, like no, it's over
Mhm.
with, bro. That's not your role. That's not your game. And yeah, that's really it.
I
Never
used
really liked that pickup.
I used to like him when he was in Arizona, bro. I thought he was gonna be solid. He used to have a 3 ball. He had a midi. He used to have that little short roll floater. I don't know what happened to him, bro. So, well, we can go ahead and
He
move
is
on from.
solid offensively. He just don't do the other intangibles that a big man that they like
Yeah,
the Lakers need or most teams need. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
I
saying
see.
he can hoop offensively. Like when he get the ball, he probably gonna score. But it's like that's not what's kind of what we need out of him.
Needed.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So and how he's scoring, it's like that's not what we need. You know?
right, yeah,
Just like Ron said, we need everybody to buy in into their role. And if you not buying in, it's never gonna work.
yeah.
Yeah.
He should have known once he got on the team and seen he was like the 4th best player on the team. That like, look, gang, you're not getting that mug on the block every possession, bro. So,
Yeah.
Um, and we can go ahead and move on next to some more controversy. This recently happened. In the press conference, we had Paolo and Jamal Mosley. They both threw shots at each other. Paolo had made some comments about how Jamal Mosley, not he didn't specifically name Jamal Mosley, but he said that for some reason when they go against other top contending teams in the East, they go into the halftime and they make zero adjustments. They just play it. They come up with the game plan before the game and they just play it. They just ride it out no matter what's going on. And then Jamal Mosley responded the following day at practice and said that it's not about adjustments, it's about playing harder, which was kind of a shot at Paolo because I've seen a lot of Magic fans become disgruntled with Paolo. He re-CNT. He does have like some moments where he has like lackadaisical effort at certain moments. I'm not sure where this lack of hunger came from Paolo. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it came from the injury and him like playing more timid than he used to, but I'm used to him being a lot more aggressive than he has been recently. We've been on Paolo head almost all season. We kind of rewarded him a little bit last week for the labor play of the week, but this is kind of weird for the Magic to have this type of controversy. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get into it. What do y'all think about the Magic having this weird type of back and forth in the media? Is this good or bad? Like, is this just natural, competitiveness or what?
Um, I watched the game and I'm in between, honestly. I'm in between with it do look like a whole totally different game. Like Magic is playing a whole different game in the first half. But then just like how you just got done saying, people get a kind of I don't know, like they just stop playing defense. Like I'm gonna be honest, it was a couple of plays when you got Duncan Robinson in the corner, knowing well that's all he want to do is shoot corner threes, and it's a transition. You feel me? A transition fast break, and Paolo is the first one back, but he didn't pick up no man. You feel me? I don't know. Sometimes you can say it's a tough situation, but it's kind of obvious. Like if Duncan Robinson is in the corner, that's a free throw to him. Like we ain't finna act like Duncan Robinson. Like that's not what he not. That's what he there to do. He there to shoot the little corner threes on transitions and stuff like that. This a different type of league. Threes is layups nowadays. So so it's a couple of plays like that. I'm not just saying on one occasion. I seen this more than one time, and Paulo wasn't able to play his full game too, because coach putting him out. You feel me? Get out the game now. Like you tripping, bro. Like so now Paulo can't even get a real feel of the game. So it's a mixture. It's a mixture, bro. Because I can see why coach put him out, but then I can see why Paulo feel how the way he feel.
Oh yeah, in terms of like hosting it in front of the media, I feel like it's a bad example for the team unless you want the GM and executive to get involved, because after that, then we know y'all clashing. This is my star player. This is my head coach. Somebody getting going eventually. You feel me? And typically it's the head coach. But I feel like those are conversations you have behind closed doors. Although both are right in a sense, you feel me? Because sometimes the game plan isn't executed first half, and that's why we're losing. So why would we need to adjust when we aren't executing the game plan? Also, if we get into the second half or even first, it doesn't matter. If you're playing lackadaisical and I'm not seeing 110% from a guy who's 24, you feel me? You're not LeBron James. I can't give you grace or even no like older guy to where you can take possessions off. Like we see Ant go out there, give it 110% every game, you feel me? So I can't give somebody who's wanting to be that top 5 guy in the league any grace when you go out there and you relax, especially with the lackluster season you having. So I can see like both sides of the coin, but at the same time, when it comes to having this conversation through talking to reporters and all, I'm not a fan of that. I feel like that's, as a grown man, you should have it behind closed door, because I feel like that'll be more respectful and we can actually have change rather than the GM getting involved and moving pieces.
That's what I said, Vaughn. Yeah, like you said, I think the coach want more out of the player and the player want more out of the coach, but you never really should bring that up outside, in front of the media, especially. So um, I don't know how this will impact the rest of the season. I think when Franz can play, um, we'll see a different Magic team. But yeah, you never want to see that type of stuff in the public. Like y'all just bickering, basically, sending
Yeah,
subliminals at one
literally.
another. That's crazy. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I think stuff like that should definitely stay in house. But like in regards to like the comments that Paulo made and the comments that Jamal Mosley made, um, from what I seen in the game, Orlando started off really well and they just didn't like execute in the second half, which that's something you have to do versus top teams in the league, especially the number one team in the East. Those guys aren't trying to lose versus somebody that they believe that they can probably see in the playoffs or something like that. So it's like you almost making a statement. And out of your number one player, you want to see him kind of keep that aggression because everybody else is kind of going to follow along. So um, I think this season overall has been really lackluster for Orlando, and this is kind of like something they probably been dealing with, but now they're just kind of opening up about it. But I think I don't know. I feel like it starts with the star player. So, like, if the star player ain't bringing that energy, then the rest of the team not gonna bring it. So, Paulo started off really well in that game, but in the second half, he just couldn't adjust to like the aggression that Detroit brings every night. So, that's something I feel like he's just gonna have to work on if he want to like kind of take that next step, and Orlando too to take that next step.
I feel like we all pretty much touched up exactly what we needed on the Magic because that's just a weird situation. Like it's never good when I feel like we see that more often than I don't know. I like going back in recent times. I think it's way more common for these younger players that are just fresh, like fresh in the league and becoming superstars in their own respective rights to just immediately throw their coach under the bus in the media. I think it just became a new thing, a new renaissance in the league to just always just express all your feelings in the media, and that's kind of some whole shit. I'm gonna be honest,
It
but
is, and
No.
like a lot of new
Brenda,
stars don't accept change either. Like,
yeah, like
Orlando has a whole new roster. So I'm saying you like accommodating to different players, probably different coaches, and a lot of players don't like change. You know what I'm saying? Paolo probably used to a certain structure, everything being built around him. Now you don't have to do all of that work. You know what I'm saying? You got Desmond Bain, you got Anthony Black, you got Suggs, you got, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got the talent, but you know what I'm saying? You just can't adjust. Cause like, I don't know. I just feel like Paolo as a player then took a step back from what we seen like in the previous years. Like usually players get better. I don't know. Paolo just seemed like this is probably the worst season I didn't seen from him. So
Yeah, I can like fully wholeheartedly agree. As a player on my label, I'm kind of disappointed in his play this season, but he been turning around in this last month, and just to see him
yeah,
still take shots just because they lose, and like I feel like that's something you just gotta hold in house, like you said, and then just put your head down and grind, bro, for real. Cause
yeah.
like y'all right there, y'all got all the talent, y'all right there. The East is wide open right now. Just lock in, man. That's all I got to say to Paulo. Just lock in, bro. Next on the other side of the coin, though, on the bright side, instead of talking about these two teams that's been struggling, the Hornets, man, the young Hornets have been on fire as they 15-5 in their last 20. They've been looking like a true playoff team. They're right outside the playoffs as of right now. They're ninth seed. They'll be in the play-in, but man, has LaMelo, and Brandon Miller been impressing me. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and take the floor, but Canuple has really turned this franchise around being in that backcourt with LaMelo. I'm surprised that this is even a thing going on right now because I thought they was a part of the tank culture right now. But man, so how y'all feel about the young Hornets? Do y'all think this is a playoff team?
Told y'all, man. LaMelo needed a real basketball player, and he got one in Khan, man. But outside of Khan, I've been really impressed with Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has dealt with injuries early on in his career, and we all seen the potential in Brandon Miller. I think that was Vaughn and Jay. I think y'all was really high on him coming out of the draft, and I feel like he's been showing that this year. I think him, Lamelo, and Khan like lead the lead in like 3 pointers at least for this year of
For
2026. Like
hmm
they've been putting them up and they've been hitting them at a pretty good clip. So it's good to see them rolling right now. As far as like them being a playoff team, I'm not sure yet. Because some of that youngness can still kick in at times for them, but they are a really good team and they can give some of those higher teams fits. So I think they can definitely make a run for the playoffs. So I've been loving what I'm seeing from them.
Yeah, I hope they're a playoff team. I think it'll be fun to see that offense in the playoffs. It's about time we see LaMelo on a winning team. I know we all been waiting on that. I know there's been questions about his uh, maturity as a player. So seeing him, develop in that way, and I still think he can improve. And seeing Brandon Miller, seeing Nipple, now they got Kobe White, and he's over there too. It's like they got a pretty solid roster and a nice foundation going forward. So I'm happy to see them playing well for real. Shout out to Khan because he didn't really. It seemed like he the real piece that and flipped it around. So
hmm
Yeah, and it's a good thing that everybody catching form at the same time as well. Like you see Khan coming hooping, but Miles Bridges still being Miles Bridges, a solid player. Melo not dealing with injury at the time, like you said, Dez with B Mill kind of suffering through injury, coming back from it and actually hooping. You feel me? Like yeah, I really hope they're a playoff team because I feel like, especially towards the bottom end, that 7th through 8th, we always see the same team. So even if they not no far playoff team that's gonna make it through no first, second round, you feel me? It's a new look and it's gonna be a whole different game watching the Celtics or the Pistons play the young Hornets. Two young teams playing against each other, and I feel like that's gonna be more excitement for basketball, especially rather than seeing the Heat in the 8th seed again. You feel
I
me?
agree. I agree.
Yeah, I will also say we also got to shout out Kobe White. He just came back from injury. in the last 3 games. He hasn't had the best efficiency this season, but that's a huge surge of scoring coming off the bench. You know, he replaced Colin Sexton. That's a great player to add just to this exact type of roster for real. Like a player that's a high risk, high reward type of scorer. But at the end of the day, if he give you 20 off the bench in 20 minutes, that's amazing against teams like that's below 500. So those are the games that they have to win to stay in this position. They have to win against the teams that's tanking. They have to win against the teams that's in the same standings as them. And I feel like with the talent all clicking at the same time, like Vaughn said, you know, everybody finding their stride at the right time. I feel like that's good enough for them to make it at least into the play-in. And I would be glad to see them play in the play-in, to be honest with you.
You know who else been back too?
Who?
Grant Williams.
Shout
Williams been hooping off the bench, bro. Like,
out Grant.
that's one of them, like, I would consider Grant Williams like somewhat of a veteran type of player now. You know, our vets in the league now would be like 26, 27, you know what I'm saying, those younger teams. So he got some experience in the league that can like help some of those younger guys. So it's good to see Grant back coming from that injury and doing his thing as well. So shout out to him.
Shout out Grant.
Hey, I had forgotten about Grant Williams. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Like
did
once he got
too.
traded from the Celtics and he kind of went over there to rock for real, like he's a player that I had not thought about. So yeah, it is good to see him out there.
Great glue guy for them.
Yeah.
Mike, you ain't got nothing to say about your label Khan going crazy, you know, breaking the record. He
Khan.
broke Steph's record, folks.
Khan is hooping, bro. Khan is one of the. I think he gonna win Rookie of the Year. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Cooper Flag gonna make it to the end of the race, honestly. But I just think I really like what I watch. Like when I watch them, they just look like fun basketball, bro. They out there having fun, but they kicking ass doing it. Like that's it. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
They all young, so it's good basketball, bro. I love to see them go against, just like how y'all just said, the play-in teams. Like what? Yes, get them out there. What? And it's the experience too. Like sometimes it's not even about winning. Like it's about getting that experience, bro. Like we've been there before. So the next time we go, we whooping whoever there. Like, bro, simple as that. Like we ain't going. Like, but that's if they don't, handle business the first time. But yeah, I love to see them in the play-in, bro. For real. Like, what? That'll be very exciting basketball. 'Cause they not going. They don't care what seed you is, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
And Brandon is hooping too. Not even just Con. Brandon hooping. LaMelo looking like LaMelo. Yeah, you can throw him with anybody out there. He gonna always look the same.
Yeah, I definitely think they can go at it with anybody. I mean, they might
for
not
sure,
win,
for
but
sure.
they gonna give y'all some
They
games.
not going though. Yeah, they ain't going. They ain't finna just, you feel me, give up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Brandon looked great. Con looked great. LaMelo, everybody is looking good. I feel like Melo is still getting. I'm not gonna say he's not comfortable, but you feel me. He's still.
Yeah.
He's sharing the ball with. It ain't just him now. You feel me? So
I
he's
feel like
sharing the ball
he's starting to
way more.
understand like this
But
is
he's still
real.
gonna
You
get
know what I'm
his.
saying?
Yeah. But he's
Like,
still getting
I
his
can't play
though.
out
That's
here no more.
yeah. You see what I'm
I
trying to
know
say?
it's probably
Yeah.
hard for him to realize like this is real. Like we really got a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
If we really
like
want to. Like
yeah.
because he ain't, you know what I'm saying, his whole career it's just been like injuries and them being terrible for real. So it's like this is a legit chance for him to show, who he can really be. So
yeah. So like I'm really proud to see them boys out there, man. Keep going, keep grinding, bro. I got
And before we move on, I just really hope that the Hornets as an organization don't mess this up. Like we see teams get to this position where they finally find a core that they can keep together, that they can build upon, and they somehow fumble the bag. But with no Michael Jordan in the role, I feel like they're gonna be straight. You know what I mean? he was taking that organization all these years. Now they finally turning around. He gone. So but yeah, shout out to them young boys, bro. Like Mike said, that's just a fun team to watch, bro. Like a very fun team to watch. But moving on to the next topic, we got a lot of people, a lot of our stars in the league coming back from injuries, man. We can go ahead and start off with Shai though. Shai came back from an injury against the Nuggets and just looked like he ain't missed a beat, bro. Like this is greatness. I'm not gonna lie, this is greatness. Just we witnessing greatness in real time. So he came back. He just did exactly what y'all be praising Kawhi for. He missed a whole month, came back and gave people 30 ball and beat the Nuggets, man. So with Shai coming back from his injury, bro, like what does this say about his MVP race? Because he also sat the very next game, though. That's the thing. So we was talking about the 65 game rule, but if he comes back and he can continue to play like that, does that even give him more of a boost, like towards like the MVP race, or is this just like it's just a regular Shai game? Like we just overthinking it.
I think
Uh,
I think it's a regular Shea game. I feel like with all these top end talent in terms of Giannis, Shea, Jokic, like they never miss a beat. So if you had Shea at one before him taking a month off, especially with Jokic missing time as well, you're not bumping Shea down and expecting him to come back. You might expect him like to have a slower step initially, but as we all see, Shea came out and did what he did against the Nuggets. You feel me? So I don't even think it gives him a boost. I think it just keeps him in a solid, firm 1 to 2 position, whether you had him or not.
yeah. To answer your question, Reese, hell no, he don't get no extra boost. He don't need it.
Come on,
But
come
but
on.
I
Why
will
you
say
trying to throw that
it
in
do
there?
come on now. But it do speak to how good Shea is. Only a few guys in the league like can miss a couple weeks and come back and literally do what they did, without having to like ramp up. So shout out to Shea for doing that. Um, oh, the Thunder are the Thunder. So whether he came back now or in 2 more weeks, like it didn't matter for them. But as far as his MVP race, I think as long as he can play the 65 games, he gonna get it. Like the stage has been set for real. Everybody knows right now he's one A 1B with Jokic. So yeah, shout out to Shea.
And he the 1A though. But before you and Dez and Dez and Mike go, I got a question for y'all. So I've been seeing online, obviously I'm on NBA Twitter and stuff like that. I've been seeing a lot of people trying to downplay Shai's play just because how great the OKC been since he been down. My question for y'all is like, does that hurt his MVP conversation that we see players like Case and Wallace come in, put up dang near 17 points per game and almost a triple double, and Jalen Williams putting up 30, not J Dub, but Jalen Williams, light skinned Duke, putting up 30-point games and stuff like that. Like, what do y'all think about that narrative that the OKC is so great that it doesn't even matter if Shea is there or not? They're going to be a good team regardless.
Um, honestly, we know that they're a good team, but Shea is the reason why they can be better than a good team and be a great team. I think it's a difference in good and great, and I think that's what kind of Shea makes them a great team when he's on the court. So I don't think it'll kind of play any factor in his MVP. Like nobody's outside of Jokic, what I'm saying, has played at the level that he's played at. And like at the beginning of the season, man, like they were just so unstoppable. And I think that like Shea was the biggest reason for that. So I don't think them being good. We know OKC is good, what I'm saying? Like they gonna take care of business versus teams they should. And they probably drop some games versus teams like that they, you know, needed Shea in. So but I don't think him like missing time and them still holding their own is gonna like affect his MVP or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay too much on this topic. Yeah, bro, I don't think that affects Shay. Like, and now one of the questions, like, if his team doing good with him being injured, or if he come back and drop 30. I don't think that's like, you feel me, like he's still Shay Gildas Alexander. You feel me? He's still him. You feel me? Not to make it sound like that, but yeah, he MVP, Finals MVP. Like, you feel me? This what I do
Mm-hmm.
until somebody stop it. Well, until the playoffs come and you feel me, we see otherwise. Yeah, I feel like
And
that's how I
honestly, I think
feel.
you can say that about all the MVP candidates, at least for like most of their teams are like the top teams. And
Yeah,
even if
for
they miss
sure.
games, their team still can come through and win games. We've seen it with
Yeah,
Denver. We've seen it with Detroit plenty of time. Like Cade didn't miss some time. Um,
Yeah,
JB with the Celtics, like they all still handle business for the most part. So like all those like MVP candidates, they have solid enough teams where if they miss time, those guys still can step in. So in
yeah.
this
It
situation, I
showed
don't
the
think that's
team.
really going to affect anything.
yeah.
Yeah, it showed the team like how well the team is. That's how I feel about it, honestly. Like y'all couldn't beat us even with our star player down. You feel me? Like that's how talented we is for real. Like you feel me? Sometimes it can be you can look at it that way. Or yeah, that's just how I don't want to stay too much long on this topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the MVP race is very pivotal for you to just have that type of team, regardless. Like you got to have a well-rounded team around you to even win the MVP because it's so heavily predicated on the record. But next,
Yeah.
going into another player that just came back, we could talk about Darius Garland's comeback against the Warriors. He came off the bench, played about 21 minutes, and the minutes restriction gave him 12. I seen Jay talk in the chat said that he looked at pretty rough in the first half, but he did end up ending the game with 12, and I think he had like 4 or 5 assists or something like that. He showed up in the comeback win and showed that he could still at least hoop even on one toe. So what y'all think about what y'all think about the Clippers ceiling with DG though? Like, does this team still have a chance to be a playoff threat? Like, is this still a scary team with Ben Mathurin off the bench and Darius Garland as a starting guard?
I think Benedict Mather was the bigger pickup than Darius Garland. Me personally, I'm not gonna lie. Darius Garland is still having them same injury. Well, he came to the team injured, so still having them type of injuries that can just sit him down. And now we don't know when we gonna get the 100% Darius Garland. Why we keep getting this 65% Darius Garland, this 55% Darius Garland? Like this not, you feel me? But that's why he's dropped from the label. We ain't playing through injuries, bro. Like we ain't doing that, bro. We taking, it's people literally not playing when they supposed to be playing right now. Like still right now. Like we ain't doing that, bro. If you can sit down, bro, sit. Oh, bro, heal up.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
All
that's
right,
all I
yeah.
feel.
To answer your question, Reese, I think this team can easily be in the playoffs, but are they going to go anywhere? No. And I also don't think it's because of Darius Garland or Benedict Mathurin. When you have Kawhi Leonard in a one-game single elim in terms of a play-in, sky's the limit. You feel me? Now, when it comes to 7-game series, that's a different story with that roster. But I don't think Darius Garland is the like needle mover, or is Benedict. I ain't gonna lie. But at the same time, when it comes to a play-in setting and it's a one-game single elim, you can sky's the limit. You know, like you got Kawhi Leonard, and we see what Kawhi has been doing this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, Vaughn, simply because of Kawhi, because you lost Zubac in that as well, before the trade deadline. So it wasn't like you just lost James. Like you getting an inconsistent DG. I do like Benedict though, like Mike said. I do like that pickup for them. But Kawhi's gonna be the difference maker on getting to the playoffs because that the teams in that play in right now aren't world beaters. Like nobody's scaring you in that play in. So uh I do think they can make the playoffs, but it's not gonna matter once they get in it because those teams that 1 and 2 is putting out whoever is at 7 and 8. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be a little nervous if I'm the Clippers versus the Suns. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I got a question to everybody. How y'all feel about Chris Dunn?
I don't.
Nah,
I don't get. That's more of a question for you because you pay attention more to the Clippers, man. I don't care for Chris Dunn
He's a
like
good
that.
basketball player. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for more out of him. He play his
okay.
role. He's one of the better guard defenders in the league.
Okay.
Um, his 3-point shot's still a little iffy, but he can give you some scoring punch, every now and then. But all you really ask from him is just like, a little bit of playmaking and defending, and that's definitely what he gives you and like energy. So he's definitely
Okay.
one of those guys that I feel like turned his career around, and like, now I feel like he's found the home. But like as far as them like making the playoffs and everything, like the question that you asked, I do think they can potentially make it. The only team like in that play in range, like you said, is probably the Suns that probably can get them some fits or anything like that. But as far as everybody else, I think they're good enough with Kawhi to kind of make that push for the playoffs. But if they get into the playoffs, they gonna most likely be facing the Thunder or the Nuggets, and you know what I'm saying, like they just don't have the depth for that. Like they don't have a center right now. Like Jay was speaking on, they lost Zoo, and I feel like they picked up Darius Garland, but Zubac probably would have been a better benefit for Darius Garland. You know what I'm saying? To kind of work with him, but now we don't have nobody at the center position, just a bunch of young guys. So, um, but they do have Kawhi, so they can make that push for the playoffs. But that's about it, though.
Assuming that the Warriors continue on their woes and Steph doesn't come back soon, the Clippers might slip into that about that eighth seed spot. And if they win that, they'll eventually end up playing, like you said, they'll probably end up playing either the Spurs or the Thunder first round. So that's a scary first round for them. And without
Yeah, I
no
said
James
that.
Harden, no Zubac,
Not getting out. Not getting
yeah,
out that first.
you're not getting out that first
Hey,
round with that
I don't
roster.
know.
Yes,
What
you
if
do know.
Kawhi just ended up taking out the Spurs on some revenge type stuff? That'd be crazy. Like,
That's a
This
pipe
nigga Dez
dream.
like fan fictions. You know that ain't happening.
Straight up.
yeah, you're right. I'm
Hey,
just dreaming, bro. That's all.
you see
Dreaming
Dez,
big, man.
bro? You seen Dez wander up like these? That's a big ass bubble popped up. That is not no real thing that's happening up in LA for them, man. But yeah, we can. That's enough about DG, man. But I hope DG can get back to that top 10 point guard spot. Like, you know what I mean? Right now he hasn't been there just because of injury rise, but when he's healthy, he's definitely easily a top 10 point guard in this league. So I don't think
Sure.
he's much of a slouch. And Chris Dunn's, great play recently might keep him on the bench. I wouldn't be mad if I'm Darius. I wouldn't even be mad if I come off the bench with Ben for real. So
That's
uh,
why I asked about
yeah.
him because
You can't
like
have guards
'cause
come off the bench all year now. Like, nah.
no,
Mhm.
not I'm just saying until he get healthy. That's
Yeah,
what
until he
I'm
get
saying.
healthy,
That's
yeah.
it.
But like when he get
You
into
feel
his
me?
full form, I would want him
Oh
starting
yeah,
next
for
probably
sure.
Chris Dunn. And I
But
I
don't
like
make it
Benedict
worse.
Mathurin off the bench more than anything because he can
Yeah.
just be himself.
The next injury starter we have is Giannis. Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. What is the game plan? I'm gonna go with you, Jay. What's the game plan that the Bucks should do? Because Giannis came back and he did the same thing that he did pre-injury, where he just put up he just sleepwalked, as we talked before the pod. We was talking about how he just be sleepwalking to a 20-10. So it's like you can't say he's not playing good, but at the same time, he's not playing like the Giannis. He's not playing MVP DPOY Giannis that we know, NBA champion Giannis. What do the Bucks do about this situation? Because his own teammates don't even like him. So
Yeah, as far as Giannis and how the Bucks should handle Giannis, I think they should do the same thing that they did before he got hurt, which was, not playing him too much, still getting him out there every now and then, but focusing more on the offseason because at this point, there's nothing you can do. I think they're about 4 or 5 games back from being in the play-in. Even if Giannis comes back and he's dropping 40 every night, that doesn't mean they're gonna win every night. So it's a lot of ground to cover up with a little time left. They should be focusing on the summer. Giannis got to understand that all they have to look forward to now is the summer. Whether they can do something or not is another question. But the Bucks don't really have much of a future as far as this season goes. It's over with for them. So
mhm.
Yeah, honestly, like Jay said, like focus on the summer because even if Giannis does come back and push for about getting the eighth seed, why are we banking on Giannis working his way from the eighth seed to the playoffs all the way to the championship? You feel me? With that roster, we might as well try to figure out the next steps, whether we moving on or building a team around them and go on from there. Honestly,
Yeah. I don't know. With how Giannis speak, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to make some type of push for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The East is pretty wide open, and that is Giannis. So you know what I'm saying? Like if maybe they can get something clicking, which is a big maybe with that roster because a lot of those guys just aren't it. But I don't know. I do see them trying to make a push for the playoffs at least, but I think they should. I didn't even want Giannis to come back, honestly. Like I feel like he should have just kind of sat out for the rest of the season and just kind of wait till the offseason to see what they're gonna do. But it's Giannis and he claims he's this great player, so let's see if he can try to make some type of push or something like that. That's what I want to see from him. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't think. I personally don't think they should go ahead and make a push. I think they should just go ahead and go to the off season. Go ahead and sit this one out.
Sim the end.
Yeah, just go ahead, you feel me? Sit this one out. Try to make something, either try to get somebody over there, which I don't even want you to do that. I really want you to just go ahead, pack up your bags. It's time to go. Like, it's a different owner. Like, I got reasons. It's a different owner, not just because this season. Like, this like the second, third season, like the organization been in this way. And I know this a different owner that plays a big part. That's why he didn't know Dame was getting traded, all type of stuff like that. Like, so I say, like, yeah, I think it's time for, time to split ways. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mhm.
I think
Uh,
as a basketball fan, we all want to see Giannis in the playoffs, because we know he gonna go out there and hoop. But we thinking in real time and going like future. I don't want Giannis to go out there and give 115% just to get hurt in the playoffs, as we've seen happen before. You feel me? With lackluster teams, that's all it is. But as a basketball fan, Giannis in the playoffs, that's a dream. Like we all love
Yeah,
that.
that's why I'm saying, like, if he gonna be out there, give it your all. That's how I see it. But like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna be out there playing around, like Jay was saying, kind of just like walk into these little 18, 20-point games, you should have just sat out for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no point. But if you are gonna be out there, make that effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you are one of the greats. So when we see you on the court, we do expect you to kind of play at your best every time. So
yeah.
Yeah, I will say though, I disagree with y'all. Well, I think it was Dez that said that they could potentially make a push to the AFC. I don't see them outperforming any of these teams that's in the play-in right now in the East. These teams in the play-in in the East are some teams that's actually turning around right now with the Magic, the Heat, the Hornets, and the Hawks. The Hawks on the 4 game, the Hornets on the 5 game. The Heat been trying to find their stride with their full healthy roster now, and the Magic, we just waiting on Franz to come back. And it's only about 22 games left. They 6 games behind them. It's just wrap it up, like Mike said, bro. Just
it's
send
six
it in.
games behind all of those teams that you named, or
Yeah, behind the Hawks, the Hornets. Yeah,
okay,
they
yeah.
only get 26-34 at the 11th seed right now. The only team that's even close to their record is the Bulls, and you shouldn't be nowhere near the Bulls right now, as they just gave up on the end of the season. So
Yeah.
for you to
Yeah,
have
you're
this,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they should just go ahead, like Mike said, send them to the end, man. Just go ahead and give it up, because the Hawks the Hawks is the team you chasing right now, and the Hawks looking like they trying to make a playing team, like push for real, and they got the talent for it. Y'all don't have the talent. Giannis, don't hurt yourself. Go ahead and get your sleepwalking 20-10, and then go into the office and cause havoc and tell them they need to make a better roster next year. That's all you can do for real.
Either that or leave. 2 hours.
Either that or leave, man. But this leads us into another topic. I'm gonna let Vaughn lead this one off, man. It's been reports that Jason Tatum might be coming back. It's potentially might be this Friday. I seen on Bill Simmons' podcast, he was hinting at a Friday return. He's very close with the Boston Celtics organization. So it might be a real near soon return for Jason Tatum. And as Jaylen Brown looking like arguably the best shooting guard in the league, does this move their ceiling to a different level if they get the best small forward in the league?
You said arguably the best. Who?
Shooting guard.
Bro,
And
we
Yeah.
ain't
West,
finna do this, bro.
Jaylen
Yeah, we
Brown ain't
not.
been the best shooting guard this season. What we
No,
talking about?
no. But move on. Carry on. What
Come
you
Yeah.
on.
got it, Vaughn.
Vaughn,
Come on, bro.
pop your stuff, because Jaylen Brown literally top 3 MVP in my conversation. But go
He is
ahead.
though. But no, with JT coming back, I think, as like I said about Giannis, as a basketball fan, we all love to see it. You feel me? And this for the Celtics it raises the ceiling even much higher, because we didn't expect them to be the 2 seed in the East right now. So if they get Jason Tatum back and he would have performed at the level we all know he's capable of, is the East really wide open anymore, or is it the Celtics? Just saying. Is
Hey, that
is it
is a
wide
good
open, or is
question.
it the Celtics?
It's a great
Because
question.
at the level Jaylen Brown has been playing, and you get a 30-point per game score back, like, I don't know, is another team out east like competing with that. You feel me? Now, granted, they did lose the KPs, the Drews, but they still got young guys over there hooping.
They got
I just
Boost
want
now
JT to
too.
come back and know this still
Man,
JB team. You feel me?
Boost,
That's all
They
I
got
want.
David.
man,
They got
Vucevic is better
White.
than Kristaps. That's like
Yeah,
we
they
don't even got
got
to bring
Boost
up
They
now.
got
Kristaps.
White, Payton. They got some. I ain't gonna
Ada
lie,
been
they got
playing
some
really
hard.
well. He just had
They got
like,
some
Yeah,
hard. They got some hard hitters over there,
yeah,
bro. Coming off that bench for real. Like
they
yeah,
Yeah,
they
tough.
do.
I feel
They have weapons.
like they role players might be better than a lot of role players, bro. And I mean a lot. Like for real,
mm-hmm.
for real. I'm talking. They role players can go on a different team and start type of role. Like
Yeah.
I'm
for
gonna keep it
And the
100.
real.
thing with the Celtics, like they lost core pieces, like you said, the Drews and the Porzingis, but a lot of those guys they still have. They know the system. You know what I'm saying? With or without Tatum, that's why they're so good. Um, even though he's been out, you know what I'm saying? Like those guys, they know what to do and they know what they're expected to do out there. So I don't know. Tatum come back. I don't know. That is a good question, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They might be scary, bro, for real. Like,
Straight up.
yeah.
Yeah, we it might be it's gonna be interesting to see how they play right when he come back, because JT's a 20 shot a game, 20 shots a game type of guy. So those other
Yeah.
guys who's getting shots, they might play a little bit more inconsistently now that he's coming back, but they ceiling is just way higher than what it is currently. And regardless of whether JB is the guy or JT is the guy, we saw them get it done, regardless of them questions. Even though JB's hooping now, we've seen him elevate, like regardless of whether they both think they the number one, they've got it done, before in the past, with those questions too. So
Thanks.
if he does come back and reach the level that we know he can, I mean, he has about 20 games to do so. I think, the Celtics instantly chewed up to number one in the East. So
And not gonna lie, Jay, to the shot taking thing, they just had Anthony Simons. You feel me? I'm not saying like he's equal to Jason Tatum shot taking, but Anthony Simons, he can get him up, bro.
that's
So
a good that's a good point. Yeah.
so you feel me? When they just got rid of him, I'm pretty sure like you feel me. We know who getting them shots. All them extra shots that got left on the table, we know who getting them now for sure, for sure. And that
Yeah.
was probably why they got rid of Anthony. Like shit, Jason Loki coming back and don't nobody know. Like, so let's go ahead and do this real quick and hurry up and you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
So
Tatum, he's one of those
I'm
guys too that's like, what I'm saying, he want to see everybody else eat. Like, Tatum, he do everything on the court. So I think a lot of
facts.
those guys like shots will go down, but at the same time, like the shot diet could simply just be the same. Like we know Boston, like for at least during the Tatum era, like they get him up as far as threes. Like, what I'm saying? So it's
For
like
sure.
they trying to
Al
get him up.
Horford.
And I feel like Tatum definitely gonna make sure everybody else still like get theirs for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I do believe y'all know I'm very high on JT. I feel like he's one of the most complete players we got in the league right now. So even if he doesn't come back and be that 30 point per game scorer Vaughn mentioned, I feel like he still all like turns the team into a more well-rounded team because you give him another playmaker, another person
Yeah.
that can just bring the attention towards him, and you got other assets that's just have learned the system, even if they, what I mean, even if they not a superstar player, they know the system well enough to where they can pick their spots and get they 20, 30 point explosion games. Like we see out of players like Derek White, even players like Sam Hauser will go out there and give you a crazy 6 3 point made game. You know what I mean? 6 7 threes in that
For
game.
real, for real.
They get
I
him
really,
up, bro.
yeah, I
They
really,
get him
really
up.
am high on Vucevic, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Any person who can come off the bench and give you a double double and he only playing like 18, 19
Yeah.
minutes,
Hey, he
bro,
was
that's
having a good
ridiculous.
season for the Bulls too. Like before they got rid of him, he was hooping. We ain't
He's
finna
he's always having a
forget
good
the
season.
Who's gonna
It
give
ain't.
you
I would
his
say
double double,
I wouldn't
bro?
even say like it's something like a specific good season. He's always having. That's just a regular season for
nah,
him.
for
Like
sure. For
it's just,
sure.
that's just him. So it's like that piece to me is what pushes them above teams like the Knicks and the Pistons for me. Those are the two teams. And as far as the Cavs, I think the Cavs might be the funnest team to watch them battle against to me. Like that
Hmm.
battle is gonna be crazy because all of the the well-rounded
Yeah.
assets that they have. So but yeah,
I'm
shout out
such a
Jason
JT
Tatum.
hater, bro. I can't believe I really like. We just went a whole season without watching him play. Like I couldn't just hate on him for a whole season, bro. Like it's crazy though, but I miss
He's
watching him hoop
itching to
though.
get back to it.
Shit.
Hey, straight
Shit, I was
up.
liking it, Daz. I ain't
Hey,
No,
gonna
he
lie.
cold
hey,
though, but I
can I?
just gotta hate on him because Reese like him, and we got
Yeah,
other
Nah, I
homies.
don't like
So I
that
yeah.
gotta
nigga.
hate a little bit, but I miss watching Jason Tatum play, bro. Like he's definitely like one of the more complete players in the league, like Reese said. So
Yeah.
I
hopefully
don't
he
like
come back
nobody
soon.
on the Celtics.
Still
we
on my
can
dog.
we can go ahead and go to our favorite segment of the day, man, label player of the week. But before we get into that, I gotta suggest. I mean, I gotta ask for y'all. With me dropping Colin Sexton and JT coming back, can I pick JT up?
Oh,
All right,
Oh, whoa.
my
we
bad. I
got
just had
hey,
to
we
ask on
both
the pod.
we
I had to
You
ask
know
on the pod.
when he get the rub in his hands like that, you know he finna say some
hey, man.
bullshit. So don't
Hey,
even
hey,
listen to me.
hey, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Reese.
Bro, I didn't know he was coming back this season.
Let's get this understood right now. Bro, we gonna drop somebody. They gotta be, if we pick somebody up, they gotta be either the same type of player or
No,
you feel me, the
no,
same
He
type
said
of
we dropping
no,
role.
Colin,
Like
picking up
no,
JT.
you just
Dropping
dropped
bro.
Colin
one
Sexton for
player and tried
Tatum
to
is
pick up
that's
him.
crazy, bro.
I've
That's
been
I ain't
crazy.
gonna
y'all,
lie.
bro. If I would have knew he was coming back this season, y'all know I would have picked my man's, bro. I'm the biggest JT fan y'all damn near know.
Can
Yeah,
I
we know
can
who
I
you
Curtis
rocking
can
with,
I
bro.
is.
not drop Bronny for Jokic?
I see. All right,
What?
label player of the
Let's
week.
move
Hey,
on
let's go
then.
ahead. Let's
What you
move
talking
on,
about?
man. I'm gonna go ahead and go first, man. Reese and T's best, man. Reese and T's finest. We already mentioned him early on the pod. I got LaMelo Ball, man. LaMelo Ball been hooping. He been helping that team turning it around. Like we said, like Dad said, he finally got a hooper next to him in the backcourt with Khan. In his last 5, he's been averaging 20.6 points per game, 7.8 assists, and 4.8 rebounds. And specifically, I want to highlight the game against the Wizards. I know that's a terrible organization, a bad team, but he had 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, man. So shout out to LaMelo Ball in these big W's. They 15-5 in they last, 20. So LaMelo Ball, man, I didn't think I was gonna be able to pick my man's all season the way he been hooping, but he leading the league in 3-pointers made in the year of 2026. So shout out LaMelo.
I'm gonna go with his teammate, man. I had
Yes,
Con Canoopal, man. That's what I had, bro. Basically, the last 2 games, I ain't gonna lie, it been a little shaky. But the last 3, he been hooping. I'm talking 28, 23, 30, 5 and 6. You feel me? He hoop. Yeah, I can believe it's like 22. Y'all know what's going on with Khan, bro. We spoke on them enough in the beginning of the pod, man.
yeah.
Like, sub, and subscribe, bro. Well, that's the same thing. But yeah.
Hey, that boy tweaking. Hey, no, but
man.
shout out Khan, though. Shout out Khan for sure. Big guard, man. Big guard. Dezo, you can go ahead and go next for your label player of the week. Who you got?
My label player of the week, man. I think this is his first one this year for me. But Josh Giddey, man, he's returning from an injury. He's still been finding his footing, but he did just have a big game versus the Bucks, man. I think he had a triple-double, 2014 and 10. That's a Josh Giddey-like game, man. So it's good to kind of see him find his footing. The Bulls is terrible. He been playing terrible overall this year, but like I said, he just came back from an injury, so hopefully he can, end the season off pretty strong. So shout out Josh Giddey, man.
I feel like he had a strong start to the season, but injuries do change a lot. Injuries do change a lot. Shout out to Josh Giddey, at OKC alumni. We got Jay Sports next, man. Jay Sports, who you got for your label player of the week?
I got my boy Desmond Bain over there in Orlando. It's his first one, my first time picking him this season. He's had some good stretches. It just kind of aligned with other people, hooping a little bit more. But I wanted to show my boy some love. He's having a really good season. I think he's on pace to score his most points ever in a season. I think he only needs like 120 more points to surpass his career high for total. So shout out to him. He's almost 50% from the field, almost 40% from 3. Like he's been elite, honestly. And I just hope Franz can come back and so we can see what the real ceiling of this team is. Because I know there was a lot of questions in the offseason when they did give up 4 picks for him. So I'm glad to see him hoop.
Yeah, Desmond Bain, 26, 4, and 3.6 rebounds last 5, man. He was giving you that game against the Lakers. I know he was probably giving you flashbacks when you had to guard him in high school and shit. So we can go.
It's Charles right here.
Man, shout out to the Indiana legend Desmond Bain. But last and very not least, we got Vono, man. Free Von Inc. Who y'all got for y'all label player of the week, man? Who y'all got?
MVP of the league, possibly. Hopefully, no, knock on wood. Hopefully, Shai and Jokic don't make them games. But I got Cade Cunningham. I ain't gonna lie. I can't say too much because we all know what Cade is doing. I'm gonna continue to give him his flowers. It doesn't matter what he's doing the last 5 games because he's been doing it all season. That's why he's top 3, top 4 in MVP race. And the Pistons continuing to surprise us. I think at this point we all know they're going to be solidified 1 seed, and Cade is the lead of that helm. So, like I said, I can't stress it enough. Best point guard out east. He's that guy, Cade Cunningham, Free Von Inc. Another table player of the week for the Starting 5 podcast. The winner, we over here really tallying these motherfuckers up right now. I ain't gonna lie.
And to speak on Cade Cunningham, I wore his jersey today in tribute of some of our supporters, our fans, people that just follow us. They had some comments to me about, the Pistons and Cade Cunningham. And I just want to let you guys know I love Cade. This is one of my favorite players. I don't buy jerseys for people I don't like or I don't support. So just know I'm rooting for Cade, but I still got my opinion about the Pistons, bro. You know what I'm saying? They not winning no chips. So come back to whatever I said about that, and you know what I'm saying? Get up with me then. But I love Cade, man. We gonna rep Cade until Cade is done, man. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, man. K1 label player of the week for the Starting 5 podcast. Shout out Vaughn. He got 3 of them mugs now. He leading the race. We only got about 20 games of the season. We only got like a couple more weeks. We got to catch up, fellas. We got to catch up because I
He
know
really
some.
took off.
Yeah,
He
he
the
is
only
starting.
one with 3.
He's
I feel like he
taking
took a
off.
couple of mine that I really should have got though.
Let's not get into the DP Kuzma.
Everybody feel that way, gang.
Close this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out though, y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's been liking and supporting and subscribing, like we've been saying. We got our socials down below, and we'll be back next week, man. We love y'all.
Sir.